Hi guys, Dorothy here. I'm a professional astrologer, and today I'm going to talk to you about the week of February 18th. The big news with this forecast, though, is the full moon. It's a super moon on February 19th. I'm going to talk to you about how it is linked to some eclipses that we had back in 2017. There is a very important link going on here. I'm going to give you a lot of information about how to use this supermoon, what that actually means, and the rest of the forecast for the rest of the week. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So thank you for joining me. And today, I will talk to you about February 18th, week of February 18th. I got my notes. By the way, this written forecast is on my website, nhastrologer.com, so you can go and read the written forecast there. Take notes if you like here, and I always put a whole bunch of notes up right here too, just giving you keywords about what I'm talking about at that moment in time. So let's get started. All right, the first thing on Monday the 18th, we have, this is before the full moon, by the way, we have Venus and Saturn both in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, and they've come together. Venus has moved to the same place where Saturn is, out in the sky. What does this mean? Venus represents love, our love relationships, what we love as well as the things, the food, the items, how we love, and what we value. It's finances too. So it rules a couple different things here. Now, when she's in the sign of Capricorn, she's been in this sign for just a week. When she is in this sign, she is looking for stability. I do not feel this as restrictive as some people do. I feel that this is about finding the stability, whether it is in your love relationship and you're ready to commit and you're ready to understand or really embody the fact that you have a person that is with you by your side, best friend, lover, spouse, any of those things, or even business partnership, somebody that is stable. You're their stability and they're yours. This is a fantastic way to use this energy. Venus comes around once a year and conjuncts with Saturn. So this is not uncommon. It is a yearly occurrence. But at this point in time, it's about stabilizing what it is that you want and need in relationships, partnerships, finances. Stabilizing that stuff. It's nothing wrong with it. It is just a natural, normal process. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. It is not restrictive whatsoever, as long as you're looking for commitment and focus. All right, that's what we're going to do with Venus conjunct Saturn. And since I post this video way before Monday the 18th, we are feeling this energy as it's applying. All right, so we're feeling this energy ahead of time. Good. Now, Sun enters the sign of Pisces on the 18th as well. There we go. I had to spit that one out. It's somewhere around 6 at night, East Coast time. So when the Sun enters the sign of Pisces, this is a little different than the structure and the security that we have of the Venus-Saturn conjunction in Capricorn. The Sun in Pisces, the final third of winter in the Northern Hemisphere. That means we're moving towards spring. Yay. We're over the hump, right? But the Sun in Pisces is about that person that is compassionate. Now, whether you're Pisces or not does not matter. Pisces is around our chart, in our chart somewhere. The point is like we all have this opportunity to embody a little bit of Pisces. And what does that represent? It represents compassion. It represents sitting back and relaxing and just taking in the whole picture. Putting on music. Doing the things that make you feel beautiful. Doing the things that make you feel comfortable. These are all Pisces things. Just kind of like going with the flow, relaxing, and not being overly worried about stuff. Letting your intuition guide your way. It's about having compassion for our fellow human beings and all of those on the planet. Now, doesn't mean you have to go out and help everybody, but if there is something that has meaning to you, a cause, a organization, now's the time. Go for it. So these energies of Pisces, the Sun entering Pisces and this ingress beginning right now is very important. And it's definitely different than the Capricorn energy. But Capricorn and Pisces are 60 degrees from each other, and they are both feminine energies. So that means that we are being incredibly receptive this whole day. All right? That is what we have for Monday. Now, this leads really beautifully into what's going on February 19th and the full moon in Virgo. It is at 10:54 a.m. on the east coast of the U.S. Please adjust to your own time zone. First off, it's a super moon. We have 3 in a row in 2019. This is 2 out of 3. Now, when we have a super moon, that means the moon is, as it's full, is very, very close to the Earth. It's as close as it's going to get this year. This is the closest, February 19th. What that means on the emotional level, the emotional scale, is that the emotions run higher during full moons, during super moons, because it is just so much closer. We have astronomical high and low tides when the moon is full and it is this close to the planet. They become, the tides get higher, our emotions come up, and it's important for us to honor those things and pay attention to them. So what does it mean at 0 degrees? Now, this moon at 0 degrees of Virgo is about focusing on the details. What are the details? Now, 0 degrees in every zodiac sign does represent a new beginning. But on the opposite side of that coin, the full moon represents a culmination of everything we've been working on for the last 2 weeks for some people, because the last new moon, but in the long lunar family picture, it is 18 months ago. I'm going to get to that in a second. What is it that we need to do with this Virgo moon, full moon, is look at what is going on in your daily routine. How are you able to set aside time for the things that you really need to do? Now, what does that look like as well based on the lunar family that this is in? This lunar family, it's called, started in August 21st, 2017. August 21st, 2017 was the major new moon eclipse that we had that came across the United States. Started in Washington State and ended down in the South. Just after that eclipse, we had a major hurricane hit the United States and Puerto Rico, and it made a lot of people have to rebuild their lives. Now, I'm not saying everybody had to do that. I understand. Not everybody did. But I would like you to look back to August 21st, new moon. It was eclipse. It was at 28 degrees of Leo. I want you to see, what was it that you initiated back then? Look back and see. Take your time and really get into what was going on. I was just starting some new teaching stuff for myself and for this business, because I teach astrology all the time. I was working with a mentor and somebody that I absolutely adore on that day. So I know that's what it is for me. It has everything to do with me being the professional here that I am and me being the teacher that I am, this teacher of astrology. That's what it was for me. What was it for you? What were you beginning around that August 21st date? All right. Now, the next layer of this, because that was 18 months ago, the next layer of this is May 21st, 2018. At that point, we had the first quarter moon. Now, she was just 2 degrees away from where the eclipse was on August 21st, which is 1 degree of Virgo. So that first quarter moon, 9 months after the August eclipse, first quarter moon, May 21st. Am I right? May 21st? Let me get the date. Yes, May 21st, 2018 was important. At that point, we would have been able to see the things we started to grow. What did your business look like? I didn't say business, that's for me. I'm channeling for myself right now. Hello. What does whatever activity you were doing, what did it look like by May? All right. May 21st, 2018. Now, if you recall as well, a few days before that, Uranus entered Taurus and a lot of things started to shake and rock and rattle and roll, right? So that was mid-May, was so significant for a lot of people. Again, Those dates are really important. I will have them up here. And if this is too confusing for you, you let me know and I can get a hold of me and I can tell you how to get a private session with me. Now, why am I talking about stuff that far ago? It's because these lunar cycles, these lunar phases, when they happen, they all happen within a couple degrees in the wheel of the zodiac. And that is so important and significant in astrology. And I know this is a little over some people's heads, but I just want you to pay attention. What the bottom line is, look at what was going on in August date, look at what's going on in that May date, 2018, and what is going on now. This February 19th full moon is illuminating everything that we've been working on, or the one or two important things we've been working on since August 2017, when it comes to a head. So we're able to see what it is that is really working. And if there's anything left that is not working, you can pluck it out and just say, I did my best. Either back burner it or just let it go. All right? That's what this full moon that is connected to the lunar family I just explained, that is also at 0 degrees, because when we move things from our life, that is just taking up space for no useful reason. As soon as we remove that, then something else comes to fill it in, something new, something exciting. That's what that 0 degrees of Virgo is all about. So we have an opportunity here to take your time and really examine this, all right? So do we want to move on? I think I do. I think I do. And again, if you want to read this word for word, you can, not word for word what I just said, but the essence of it will be on my website. All right, so moving on to Wednesday the 20th. No big news here. I just want you to keep doing what I already talked about for the full moon on Tuesday, okay? And then we move to Thursday, and on Thursday the 21st, the news that I want to speak of is simply the moon enters the sign of Libra. So for the next 2.25 days while the moon is in that sign, we have opportunities to find that balance and that harmony in the things that we are focusing on at this time. If you did go, deep into that Virgo stuff with that full moon, then now starting Thursday and into Friday, we have that opportunity to really find a little more harmony for us. So we're not so overly focused that we can't pick our head up and look around, right? That's the most important thing. It's like when I walk on the beach, sometimes I forget to look up at the ocean because I'm looking for sea glass, right? So I always have my head down looking for those tiny little things. That's the Virgo. And then every once in a while, I can hear my friend in my head say, pick your head up and look. And this is what we get to do once that moon goes into Libra. Get to pick up, find the balance within. That's what I want you to do on Thursday. All right? Now, on Friday, the 22nd, the main news of the day, let's see, is, all right, moon's still in Libra. Yeah. Balance, harmony. We do have Mercury and Jupiter in a square on this day. So they're both mutable signs. So I don't find this as a difficult aspect. It just means Mercury in Pisces and Jupiter in Sagittarius. To me, this is very creative thinking, but if we can find the time to do it. The squares create a little bit of stress or a little bit of pressure that force us to do things, or at least make us want to change and want to do things, right? So Mercury square, Jupiter on this day has everything to do with finding the time to be creative, to express what you want to say. That's Mercury in Pisces, or even just to sit down and read, something that is inspirational, spiritual, inspirational, or educational for yourself. Very simple, easy aspect. But the kicker of the day on Friday, the 22nd, is Venus in Capricorn conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn. Venus and Pluto together can be a little compulsive and a little obsessive. Now, in the sign of Capricorn, it's a little more earthy and grounded. So again, this can put us into a little more of a focus for the day as to, because remember a few days back, Venus was conjunct Saturn and was about finding our stability. Now we really mean it. We really want that stability and that reliability either in our finances, our partners, our relationships. And that's what Friday has in store for us. over the weekend. So that's Saturday the 23rd and Sunday the 24th. The big news, the only news I want to talk about is that the moon is in the sign of Scorpio. So we may do a nice deep nosedive into what our relationships are all about, what has come up through this super full moon on Tuesday, what may have been brought up to the surface, all throughout the week because of this full moon that we have here that is so important for us to pay attention to. So the moon in the sign of Scorpio, Saturday and Sunday, helps us to dig in deep and uncover the things that feel really important to us. And then that way we're able to transform whatever you need to transform and step into that change easily and comfortably, because Scorpio is asking us to make a change within. We are in the waning lunar phase at this point. So this is wonderful for us for self-examination. All right? So that's what the weekend is about. So we do have a powerful week. If you have any questions, please comment below if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube. And you can also just contact me straight through my website, nhastrologer.com. Click on Contact Me, and you'll have the form will be right there, and you can contact me there too. All right. That's it for now. Be well. Blessings. Namaste.